something that we've been buzzing about here is Andrew Luck, and he hasn't thrown since his surgery. What are the concerns there among the Colts? And I know they're saying everything's fine, but what really is what they're thinking?
I think the concern among fans would be on a scale of 1 to 10. We'll say 12 since that's his jersey number. In terms of the organization, they're playing it cool now. But I think once we get to training camp is the time to really take a look at that. Because first off, Andrew Luck has lost weight because he obviously hasn't been able to do weights, one would assume, since he's had that rotator cuff surgery. But, you know, they're playing it very close to the vest. And in my opinion, Michael, covering sports for a long time, and in particular covering the Colts. Now, not Chris Ballard's Colts, but Jim Irsay's Colts certainly, is that when they say that, oh, everything's fine, everything's on schedule. Look, Peyton Manning was going to be fine and on schedule too, and he ended up missing the entire season, even though I think they knew very early that he was going to be out for the year, but they didn't say it publicly. The Colts don't have anything to gain, I guess, by coming out and saying, look, he's not going to be able to throw until October, if that were the case. I don't think that is the case. But they are taking it with absolute kid gloves, no question about it. But I think it's still too early to completely push the panic button. If we get in, however, to the first week of actual training camp, and he still is not throwing, and he still is not doing anything in terms of the repetition, then there is a concern. The other concern is they don't really have a backup for him, but at the same time, Scott Tolzien's a nice player, but he's not a guy that's going to come in and be able to steady the ship for more than 4 to 6 weeks. So I think it's more of just a question mark. I don't think anybody questions that Andrew Luck is going to be able to throw again. It's a question of whether or not he's going to be able to throw at the velocity and the zip that made him Andrew Luck before he had the injury. And that's the thing that's going to be very interesting to watch. But right now they're playing very good poker with their poker face. And I'm still very, very skeptical of it. But at the same time, it's not the kind of injury that necessarily, by all accounts, is one that is career-threatening. But it may be season not jeopardizing, but slow you down a little bit out of the box.